This video is going to show you how to calculate the area of a circle. So remembering that with circles we have a couple of important features. The first one being that circumference, that is the perimeter. That's not entirely important within area, but it is still good to know. The second important part to know is that diameter, which we won't actually be using in area, but still important to know in case you're given that and you need to find the most important part that we're going to be using, which is the radius, which is exactly half of the diameter. So I'm going to put r times 2 after that, and d divided by 2 after that. So the diameter is twice the radius, and the radius is half of the diameter. We're only really going to be looking at radius when we are doing area. So I'm going to go down, I'm going to draw another circle, and I'm going to write out my formula. So the formula for finding the area of a circle is pi r squared. So we are only looking at that radius. We don't have an opportunity to use diameter. There's no choice in formulas like with perimeter. So if I had a shape with a radius of 5 centimeters, I'm going to be substituting in on the next line pi times my radius of 5 centimeters, so 5 squared. I'm going to add an extra line of calculation in here. So 5 squared, 5 times 5 is 25. I'm going to use my calculator to work this out. Pi times 25, which gives me 78.5398. Now I'm going to round this to 2 decimal places. So looking at this 9, it's above 5. This means that this one's going to round up. So 78.54, and I know that I'm dealing with centimeters, so I'm going to put my centimeters in, and because I know I'm looking at the inside of the shape and it's a 2D shape, I know my units are going to be squared. But say you were given a circle with a diameter. Because you know that relationship between the radius and the diameter, it's not too tricky. So I've got my shape and I've got a diameter. I'm going to say that my diameter is 6 centimeters. So I'm going to put underneath diameter equals 6 centimeters, radius equals, well, it's half of 6, so it must be 3. I'm going to put my formula A equals pi r squared. So pi times my radius of 3 centimeters and squared. I know that 3 squared is 9. So I'm going to be timesing pi by 9 on my calculator. Pi times 9 equals 28.2743. And because I only want it to 2 decimal places, this 4 doesn't have any impact because it's not 5 or higher. So I'm going to go 28.27. I know I'm dealing with centimeters, and I know that because I'm looking at the inside of that shape, it is squared.